Hello everyone, welcome to another brand new episode of Let's Talk Sports. We are continuing with the IPL series, and in this video it is time for Army KKR. So KKR, a lot of things have changed this year. Gautam Gambhir returning to his favorite franchisee. Shreyas Iyer is returning after a year-long gap. I think last year he missed because of the back injury. So let's go through the KKR lineup one by one and see what are the possible options for KKR this year. So talking of which, I think the first thing, the opening slot. Now, I really do not remember or had lost count last year itself about the number of opening combinations KKR tried last year. Right? They almost tried everyone. Jason Roy, Liton Das, Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Narayan Jagdishan, Venkatesh Iyer, Mandeep Singh, and the list goes on. Almost every other match they had a new opening pair. Now they obviously cannot do that this year, and I think someone also needs to remind KKR that they retained Venkatesh Iyer over Shubman Gill after one particular season for a specific reason. And in that season, Venkatesh Iyer was batting at the very top of the order for KKR, opening for all the matches in KKR. Now, that needs to be communicated, and I think it's in the best interest of Venkatesh Iyer as well as KKR that Venki goes back to the top and he opens throughout the season. Now, with one spot sealed, the second spot, I think there are two choices. One being Rahmanullah Gurbaz. I think to his defense, he did very well last year in whatever opportunities that he got inconsistently. But he is facing competition from the new replacement of KKR, which is Phil Salt. Now, Phil Salt can also keep, and he is currently the number 2 ranked T20I international batsman in ICC rankings. Now, that obviously means something. I think the only concern for Salt would be whether he can adapt to Indian conditions. We saw glimpses of what Salt can do with Delhi Capitals last year, but I think it is Salt's place to lose once the season begins. I think going into the season, it should be Salt opening with Venkatesh Iyer, and then if Salt is not able to make best use of the opportunities that he gets, then KKR can fall back to Gurbaz. Number 3, I think it's easy. Captain comes back. Shreyas Iyer, although the challenge with Shreyas is that you always have some news floating around. Even at the time of recording this, I think the rumor going around is that Shreyas did not take field in the last day of the Ranji Trophy final, and he has some back spasm issues again, and could probably miss a couple of matches at the onset of the season. We do not know anything confirmed yet, but could be the case. But KKR needs Shreyas Iyer fully fit, scoring, leading, and it's a huge boost for KKR. So keeping that in mind, I think number 3 should be Shreyas Iyer. In case he misses a few matches, then I think KKR has an able replacement in Manish Pandey. Number 4, I think the captain from last season, Nitish Rana, he's a dashing southpaw, did very well last year leading the troop in challenging times. And I think he should carry that confidence into this season and do fairly well in the position that he would be asked to bat. Number 5 brings a smile to my face. It's the new magic man of India, the finisher, yes, Rinku Singh. And I think the KKR management is not given enough credit for persisting with Rinku Singh the way they are criticized for letting go Shubman Gill. Because Rinku has been a fantastic story, right? And KKR has invested in him from the very early years and has maintained showed patience and nurtured him beautifully, and now look what we have got. He is an asset not only for KKR but for the Indian team as well. Now number 6, I think one of the mainstays of Gambhir's era as back as skipper in the 2012-13 era. It's one of the two who's still ongoing, and I don't know for how long can they continue, but it is Andre Russell, and Russell's only concern is fitness. Other than that, we know what he carries and what we get with Russell. So we just have to ensure and most importantly pray that Russell is fit throughout the season. Number 7, I think considering the batting lineup, and if Salt or Gurbaz is keeping, I think Ramandeep Singh is best suited for the slot considering his hard-hitting prowess and things like that. So although KH Bharat is also an option, we Manish Pandey too, but I think considering the slot in which the person is required, it should be Ramandeep. Number 8, I think the biggest, most shining toy of IPL this season, Mitchell Stark, the most expensive buy, and he is coming back to IPL after a long, long layoff. The moment I remember Stark from IPL, I remember that spat with Kiran Pollard, I think in an RCB versus MI match, and there were bats flying around and things like that. So Stark is a complete package, right? An entertainment package. He will come in with a new ball, shining, left arm, under lights, beautiful, beautiful sight to see. So just hope that the price tag does not overwhelm him and he is able to bowl his natural self. I think that would be the only prayer for KKR from the KKR fan perspective. Number 8, number 8 is gone. Number 9, I think it's Sunil Narine, the other of the two mainstays from Gambhir's skipping era. Narine is again the grand old man, but I think Gambhir would just hope that he has one more season left in him to be that belly off spinner that he used to be back in the day. I think the form is in the decline, but it's hope that he continues for another year. Number 10, I think it's a toss-up between Harshit Rana and Vaibhav Arora, but I think Harshit takes the cake considering his batting prowess. Vaibhav is a very, very seam bowler as well, but I think considering the bowling numbers are very similar with Harshit's batting abilities, I think Harshit Rana, and I think he's one of the front runners going around in India right now to be that pace bowling all-rounder. So I think KKR would start with him, but then again, Vaibhav is a very able replacement. And number 11 should be Varun Chakravarti, the man from Tamil Nadu, the mystery spinner. I think the hype around him, it's the same season where Venkatesh Iyer and Varun did so well and when KKR reached the final. But I think they have to get their mojo back somewhat. And Varun also. Bishnoi and Kuldeep has made massive strides in the Indian team setup. And I think Varun needs to have a very good season to ensure he's back in contention. If this is the 11, I think the impact player is very clear. It should be Suyash Sharma and probably Ramandeep or Venkatesh Iyer goes out. But all of them can bowl in KKR. So that's a very good, well-balanced unit except for Shreyash and Rinku, I think, and whoever is the keeper. Everyone can bowl. So it would be a very tough. And Shreyash, you cannot impact out. He's the captain. Rinku is a electric fielder. So I think it would be Venkatesh Iyer or Ramandeep Singh who would make way for Suyash Sharma. And if in case there's a batting impact required, I think the likes of Manish Pandey, Bharat, Anukul Roy, anyone can come in if required. From the overseas perspective, I think we've covered most of them. I think the only one, Shafin Rutherford is the only one we haven't spoken about. Rutherford is a very good middle order bat. But I think considering the team makeup of KKR, he would have to wait it out a little bit. And the other two backups, I think, that are there, for one for Mitchell Stark is Dushman Chamira, whom KKR has roped in as a replacement for Atkinson. And the other one is Sunil Narine's backup in the form of Mujibur Rahman. I think both are at least start the season as backups, but obviously can play a big role if there is requirement in terms of injuries and things like that. Okay, so that's about it from KKR. I think it's a very well-balanced unit this year. Should be doing well if fitness is not a concern for multiple players. So let's hope for a stellar season from KKR. We will be back with another team shortly. Till then, like I always say, keep watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.